Never leave a Ouija board behind, especially in a place that's haunted, because what follows you home may never leave. Welcome to the Graveyard Shift, your late night corporate hub for terrifying tales. Grab your favorite mug, clock in, and lock your doors. The Graveyard Shift officially starts now. Deep in the backwoods of Idaho, about 15 miles from an actual town, there's this massive abandoned factory, completely rusted out. A group of college kids broke in late one night to get a scare, brought a Ouija board, sat it in a circle, and started using it. But of course, there's always that one guy who doesn't take things seriously. He started intentionally breaking the rules and mocking the spirit and mocking the board and laughing and making fun. Right then, as he's doing this, the temperature in the room plummets. It gets freezing cold. The air in the room started smelling like heavy copper and stagnant water. Everybody is getting super uncomfortable at this point. So they decide to just pack up to explore the rest of the building. But in their rush, they make a fatal mistake while playing the Ouija board. They don't say goodbye. So about an hour later, after them checking out the rest of the abandoned building, they go back to collect their things and they find that the Ouija board is gone. They search every single inch of this building and they cannot find it. And there's dust on the floor from where they had walked. They see their footprints and their footprints only. There's no new fresh footprints or anything like that, or anybody that could have came in and taken the board. They were the only people in the building. So fast forward a couple months after the fear wears off, the three of them decide to go back to the abandoned building in the middle of the night. And they're hanging out in the upper room overlooking the massive empty floor below. And suddenly they hear this really heavy banging coming from the floor below them, like underneath their feet. They can feel it on the bottom of their feet banging. Terrified, they creep down the decaying stairs, barely breathing. They get to the bottom of the landing, and that's when they hear the footsteps. Heavy boots grinding into broken glass on the floor, and it's walking straight towards them in the pitch black. There's no flashlight beam, no voice, just the steady, terrifying walk of something that knew exactly where they were, but they did not see anything but pitch black. So they sprinted to their car, slammed the doors, and tore down the road. But escaping the factory didn't mean that they left whatever that was behind. Whatever they woke up in that factory followed them straight home. A few days later, the LED lights in their apartment started flashing and going off by themselves. Thinking it's a short, they plug them completely out of the wall and the lights are still going off. And the lights keep flashing and they're totally freaking out at this point. And as the lights are flashing, this one roommate, she looks up into the corner and she starts screaming. And then, boom, complete total darkness. And she's telling her other roommates, did you see that? Did you see that up in the corner? And the other roommates look up there, and as their eyes adjust, they see it. This big black mass sitting up in the corner. And they couldn't really see it at first, but as the moonlight shines in and it hits its face, they see this wide smile stretching across its face. And it begins to crawl down the wall. Now like and follow for part 2, and don't forget to clock out.